Hello, this is Andrew. I'm going to do a run through on everything you need to do for a 2.5 liter Duratec swap and a first gen or Mark 1.5 Focus. To begin with, you want a 2.5 out of either a Mazda or a Fusion. You're going to need a 2.3 timing cover on the side of the motor so that the motor mount will work. If not, everything has to be offset. You're going to need to do an intake cam for a non-VCT and a VCT delete plate. Goes into the valve cover. And then what I did to fill this hole is I cut the VCT actuator top off and put it in. It's just sitting up in here so it doesn't leak. You're going to need an adapter plate between the head and the intake manifold right here. I have a knockoff manifold, but you can use any of the other 2 liter or 2.3 intake manifolds for the Focus. They'll all work with this adapter plate. I plan to port match mine in the future. To run the knockoff manifold, you have to do some work to get the IAC to work. You have to tap and plug one of the holes and port out in the throttle body so air can get down to it. I port match the throttle body also. You can use the stock intake and the actual exhaust manifold too, but I have a header on mine. And then a couple of the sensors on mine were different from the 2.5, so I bought a brand new cylinder head temperature sensor and got a new wiring loom from Ford because it was an updated part, so it had a different plug. I did a new crank position sensor, cam position sensor, and a few others. There's a knock sensor. I have an EGR delete here. It's purple. It's from Massive. And I tucked a little bit of stuff. I tucked out everything underneath the front core support. Nothing crazy. I can't really think of much else off the top of my head for the 2.5 swap itself. I did a excedy OEM equivalent, I guess, clutch and single stage flywheel. Got rid of the dual mass. It's not necessary, but I thought it would be a good help. Upgraded motor mounts, as you probably saw. But that's how it is right now. Any questions you can ask. It's been apart quite a few times, so I'm pretty familiar with everything I needed to do. I would recommend on a 2.5 running a catch can, depending on what you're going to run for your intake. But right now I just have a breather on the valve cover. My can is up here behind the headlight. I just have to route a new line. It's everything you need. And if you want to do it on the cheap, use a stock air box and take everything out that goes up into the inner fender well and throw a big filter down on the bottom there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but just a big filter on the bottom that's just strapped from the trailer. But threw a big K&N filter down there. But sorry about that. Any questions you can ask. That's about it.